In today's video, I'm going to be talking about the best keyboard and mouse, keybinds, and settings for the new Chapter 5 Season 4. Now, you might ask, XYB, are these the same as every other settings video out there? Well, no. Once you get used to them and you try them out, these settings are one of the best settings out there and will definitely help you improve your gameplay and performance in game. I've been gone for a long time now, so mind you, there's been some issues with YouTube, but now I'm back on the grind. So with that being said, let's get started on the video. Alrighty, ladies and gentlemen. Now let's go over the best graphic settings, right? Because if you want to play good at Fortnite and you want to become the best, or if you want to have good FPS and stuff like that, we gotta go over the best video / graphic settings. With that being said, on this section, really recommend for window mode, we're gonna start off with full screen. You can play stretch resolution. I really do recommend 1720 by 1080, 1650 by 1080, and 1440 by I think it's 1080 as well, if I'm not mistaken. But I've tried 1750 by 1080 and 1720 by 1080. They're both pretty good to give you a good amount of FPS and less delay. For frame limit, I'm currently VSync, turn this off. Never want to turn this on ever on any game. Frame limit, I have it on 240. I have a 240 hertz monitor. If you have a 144 hertz monitor, put your FPS at 160. If you have a 165, put it at 180. If you have a 180, put it at 200, so on and so forth. But the thing is, I don't put mine at 360 because it's too high of a number, and it doesn't necessarily mean I have to put it at 360. So 240 is probably the best of the best. My brightness currently is 100%. User interface 1. This is all personal preference. Over here at the quality graphics tab, see the resolution, you can put it at 100 or 90. And you can get a bit more FPS. Copy these exact settings right here. You can put view distance at medium if you're playing in game, if you want to see farther stuff. Those are the settings for that. And then make sure you are on performance mode. With that being said, let's go over to the settings tab over here. Combat, hold swap to pick up something that I personally use. Toggle targeting means when you click on your aim mouse, when you click it, it'll stay either aiming, and when you click it again, it'll get off aiming. I personally don't need it and don't use it, so I just, whenever I hold my mouse, my right click button, it'll just aim. When I let go, it'll stop aiming. That's what that means. Auto pick up weapons, I don't recommend to turn on. Preferred item slots, you can put this as personal preference on how you like your things to be slotted every time you pick them up. Going over here to auto sort consumables to the right, I do have this on. Building, reset building choice, I don't have this on at all. Disable pre-edit option, recommend this having on if you're not the type of person to pre-edit. Turbo building, really recommend on. I have mine on edit. I feel like it's faster than having it on both. That's just personal preference though. Extra game options are really huge over here. Turn off NVIDIA highlights and peripheral lighting. You can also do personal preference over here. Replays, okay, if you're not going to your replays and stuff like that, you don't need none of this on, I really truly recommend to turn these 4 options right here off all the way. No hesitation at all. Energy saving can take a lot of FPS, so please turn this off. This rocket racing and everything down here is all personal preference. Going on to the HUD tab. Right now, this is what I currently use. This is all personal preference at the end of the day and what you want to see and what you don't want to see. But this is what I currently have right now. You can pause if you like. All right. Now, going on to the mouse and sensitivity tab, ladies and gentlemen, right here, understand it all depends on how much mouse space you have, and how the DPI that you currently use and how much FPS you're running, right? Because everything matters, you know. It can be FPS, it can be the delay, it can be the monitor, if you're low refresh rate and stuff like that. But I'm gonna turn my webcam right now and show you what I'm working with. This is the Apex Pro Mini. Pretty great keyboard, fastest keyboard out there, right? For the mouse, I'm using a HyperX Pulsar Haste wireless with the honeycomb design. It is a pretty good mouse to use. I really would recommend. I'll leave some links down to the keyboard and mouse. And the mouse pad that I'm using is high ground. they are pretty good they're a pretty good mouse pad company. Really love the texture, so that's something good I love about them. Now going on to my X and Y sensitivity, I'm playing 6.0 for X and Y with 1600 DPI. Targeting sensitivity, I'm roughly at 47.5, and then scope sensitivity 45.0. Building sensitivity and editing, I have both at the same. It's a good thing to have both of those at the same percentage, but it also depends on how you feel or what you like to play. Now, once again, for your mouse space, if you have a lot of mouse space like me, like I have this much, there's a little bit more, the camera's not picking up, but I have a lot of mouse space, so I'm able to move around when I need to, and I just place my keyboard over here or like this, and it gives me even more space. So the more space you have, the better it is for you, because you're able to just move your hand and control everything you're doing. Now, going over here to keyboard movement, this is what I currently been using for quite some time. So if you want to just copy these, go ahead. If you have better, you can always comment down below any feedback on these. Now, going on to my keybinds. Keybinds is very important, and it is also personal preference at the end of the day. It is what fits you and what feels comfortable to your liking, right? This is what I use for, building, editing, and when I get into any fights, right? So my combat settings, right? This is, reload, I have R. Use, I have it scroll wheel up. Pickaxe is G. This is all personal preference at the end of the day. Weapon slot is 2 for AR. Shotgun is Alt. I feel like it's easier for me. And then after that is just the default ones. For building, I have crouch. Crouch is, the most common one to have when you're, for crouching. Wall is Q. Floor is E for me. I have C for stairs. Roof is Shift. And then traps, if you ever use them, T. But yeah, this is my settings. I edit with F. I like editing with F. And I use scroll wheel edit down. So if you want to get scroll wheel edit, this is what you would do. You would click here and then scroll wheel down, and then right here as well, so that can work. This is just personal preference. These are just my other settings, so you can stop if you like, if you want to check them out. I don't really touch base on these settings because I don't really use them. It doesn't really matter to me. So yeah, that's about it. If you made it this far to this video, thank you so much for your time. Hope you found this video helpful. With that being said, if you want more content like this, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. With that, I'm on the grind, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Appreciate your time. Stay blessed.